Hello my dear students, in this video we will discuss the topic images of the revolt. Students, this is the last topic of the chapter. In this chapter we will discuss that how the images help us to understand about the revolt of 1857. As you know, there were various sources from where we got the information regarding the revolt of 1857. And many sources largely we depend on the British sources from which we know about the revolt of 1857, and the nationalist sources or the sources from the Indian writers were very less. Apart from the written source, we also have the images from which we can know about the revolt. The images in the form of the painting, pencil drawing, poster and the cartoons. All these things help us to understand about the revolt. So students, now in this video we will discuss one by one regarding these paintings. Student, one more important thing, this is a very important chapter and can be asked for 8 marks in the board exam. So study this step by step very carefully. Apart from that, the question from this topic can also be asked for 1 mark, like in nowadays in a board exam the picture image is asked for 1 mark, and it is asked that this picture belongs to which thing or what it symbolizes. So you have to explain that picture. So it is important to study this topic very carefully. So now we start. The first image is of the relief of Lucknow. This image, this is the painting actually, and the painting was made by Thomas John Barker. Student, it is important to know the name of the painter. The name of the painting is Relief of Lucknow and was made by Thomas John Barker in 1859. I am showing you the painting, the picture of painting here. Students, this is the painting. Okay, as you can see here, Relief of Lucknow and made by Thomas John Barker. But this painting this celebrate the re-establishment of the British power, re-establishment of the British control on India. Means when the Britisher repressed the revolt, they suppressed the revolt. After that their power was re-established. This thing is shown or explained in this painting. What is there in the painting? Actually the painting explained the entry of the Campbell. Campbell was the British official who entered into the Lucknow. Actually what happened at that time was that the region of the Lucknow was seized by the rebel. The rebel who did the revolt of 1857. And at that time what happened, the in charge of the commissioner of Lucknow was Henry Lawrence. He was the in charge. He collected all the Christian population from the Lucknow and took up the shelter in one of the fortress over there. But while defending the Christian population, the Lawrence was killed. Then other British officials were asked to help for that, and they entered the Lucknow. So other officials were the Colonel Inglis, Outram, and here the officials can be seen. Here 3 officials are there. One is the Colonel Campbell, another one is the Outram, and third one is the Havelock. In the picture you can see the ground is littered. Means the lightning is there on the ground. This lightning shows give the assurance that the British power was re-established. And this lightning effect also attract the attention of the viewer towards the center, highlighting the centers, and shows that the Britishers re-established their power, because they are sitting on the horse in a very calmful posture. Here you can see the rebels, and they are also by the hand. Their hand is towards the facing towards the center, means towards these officials. So this painting gives the reassurance of the reestablishment of the British power. Now second painting. Here first painting, Relief of Lucknow, made by Thomas John Parker, and the painting celebrate the re-entry of the Colonel Campbell in Lucknow, who after entering into there protected all the Christian population as well as suppressed the revolt and punished the rebels over there. So this painting celebrates the re-establishment of the British power in Lucknow. Now second painting is the In Memoriam. This painting was made by Joseph Newell Patron and the same year 1859. But this painting In Memoriam, this showed the English women and children in a very innocent and a helpless manner. The painting shows English women and the children in a very innocent and a helpless posture. Although the painting did not show any kind of a violence, but it only suggested the violence. In which way? Here students, you can see the painting. Here you see the English women and the children are there in a very innocent and a peaceful manner. Okay, and here no violence can be seen, but the rebels are there at the background. It means that the painting just suggests the violence, but did not show it openly. So such kind of the image when published in Britain, then it led to a feeling of anger towards the rebel in India. And then the common people in England started demanding from the government to punish these rebels who were acting so in a so cruel manner towards the women and the children, towards the women and the children of their country. And related to the revolt of 1857, apart from these paintings, many sketches were also made which were published in the British newspaper. One such sketch was the depiction of the women in a heroic manner, who was defending herself against the rebels. And this painting was of Miss Wheeler, who is standing firmly at the center, who was standing single-handedly defending herself against the rebel. But this is the painting from which you can see this painting was published. Here is the Miss Wheeler. Okay, she is defending against the rebel single-handedly. Here rebel are shown in a demon type, like a demonist, and Miss Wheeler is defending herself. Here in the ground you can also see the Bible, which represent the religious connotation also. Means she is defending herself, her life, her honor, as well as the honor of the Christianity. Apart from that, one more sketch which published at that time in the British newspaper was that of the female allegory of justice. But an allegory is something symbolized by a human figure, or the something which is symbolized. In 10th standard also you have studied this term allegory. Allegory is the representation of something through any picture or image. So female allegory of justice. Justice means in India also, in the court you see a female allegory of justice having a blindfold on her eyes and having that weight in her hand. So here also there is a female allegory of justice, which was published in British newspaper Punch in the same year 1857. Here you can see the picture of this female allegory here. But this is the female allegory of justice. She is in a very aggressive posture, having a sword in her one hand, and in her another hand she is having a shed for defending herself. And she is also trampling the sepoy under her feet. And you can here see the female Indian women and the children in a very fearful manner, like a coward. Okay, so these are the pictures, these are the paintings or the sketches which were used during the time of the revolt, or which were published during the time of the revolt in Britain, and this led to the students, when these kind of the painting or the sketches were published in the British newspapers, these led to a feeling of anger against the Indian rebels. And now the British public, common people, started demanding for the vigilance. Vigilance means revenge and a retribution. Retribution means a severe punishment. Severe punishment to the rebel. Now this demanded started, these kind of a demanded started in Britain, that now the government have to take action for a vengeance, for a revenge, as well as to give a severe kind of a punishment to the rebels in India. So these are also explained through the picture. The picture, here is the sketch of a British line, vengeance on the Bengal tiger. Vengeance means a revenge. In a revengeful manner, the British line is looking at a Bengal tiger. Bengal tiger symbolize the Indian, and the British line symbolize the British colonial government. So here is the sketch which shows this thing. Students, this one. This is the British line seeing in a vengeance, in a revengeful manner to the Bengal tiger. Okay, this also get published in the British newspaper Punch in 1857. Okay, apart from that, many other sketches were also published, like this one. This is the execution scene of the mutineer. The rebel were executed at Peshawar. This is the sketch of that. And this one, execution of the mutineer, this was published in the London newspaper. Okay, in this also here you can see the rebel hanging. Okay, so all these paintings were there. Apart from that, there was also one important sketch which was published in a comic satire. Comic satire means something like a funny. Okay, British general comic satire in Punch has published one of the sketch in which Lord Cannon, who was the Governor General at that time, was shown in a father figure like image, having a protective hand on over the Indian sepoy. This was made a comic satire when the Governor General Cannon said that he declared that when we show a certain kind of a favor towards the Indian sepoy, then this will help the government to regain the loyalty of the Indian sepoy. So this thing was seen in Britain as a comic satire, as a something funny. Why? Because the British, in Britain, there was a common opinion that the rebel were so much doing things very violently over here, and in such a situation it was just a foolishness to consider a kind of to expect any kind of a loyalty from them. So this comic satire scene which was published in British newspaper, you can see here. Here is Lord Cannon, and this is the Indian sepoy. And Lord Cannon having a father figure like image, having his hand on the head of the Indian sepoy, and this Indian sepoy is shown having a sword in one hand and a dagger in another hand, means a very much dangerous one. And from this dagger as well as the sword, the blood is from this sword as well as dagger, the blood is coming down, flowing down. Okay, so student, this sketch which was published in the British newspaper, this also explained this was published in a form of a comic satire, which was seen as a foolishful decision to have to expect a kind of a loyalty from the Britishers, who were so cruel, having a sword shown in a form, having a sword in one hand and the dagger in another hand, and from both the blood is flowing down. Student, apart from these paintings, which were made by the British painters, as well as the sketches which were published in the British newspaper. There were many posters or the paintings which were made by the Indians also, which are considered to be the nationalists, like this one. This is one of the poster of which symbolize the Rani of Jhansi. Okay. So this was the film poster. Apart from that, the one of the poem was also a famous poem, Khoob Ladi Mardani, wo to Jhansi wali Rani thi. The poem was also written by one of the Indian poetess, Subandra Kumari Chauhan. So all these things also glorify the Indians also. Okay, there were some sources also which glorify Indian rebel, as well as there were many which glorify the Britishers. So student, this is all about the topic, the images of the revolt. So thank you all.